I am Bei Weiwei. Most people know me as the most beautiful girl in the computer science department of University A. They see my bright appearance, my cheerful personality, and my gentle smile, assuming that I am only defined by my looks. Yet few truly understand who I am. Beauty is a gift, excellence is a choice, gentleness is my nature, and sobriety is my principle. I love shining brightly in the crowd, but I value even more the steady efforts and firm inner self that belong only to me. I am a top academic student majoring in computer science. Society often holds stereotyped views, believing that beautiful girls are impetuous, vain, and careless with their studies. But I have always lived a disciplined and pure life. Most of my time is spent in classrooms, libraries, and computer labs. I listen carefully in class, write codes earnestly, and delve into professional knowledge patiently. The world of programming is tedious and boring, filled with countless formulas, codes, and repeated debugging failures. Yet I persist step by step without slackness or complaint. I never rely on my appearance to seek convenience, nor do I allow prejudice to shake my confidence. I always believe that appearance is merely an ornament, while strength is lifelong confidence. I am sincere, magnanimous, and highly principled. I never pursue vanity, never compare with others, never indulge in ambiguous relationships, and never take part in trivial gossip. I treat my roommates with tolerance and sincerity, and get along with classmates with openness and propriety. I never take the initiative to stir up trouble, yet I never fear rumors or disputes. I hold the belief that the best way to live is to be pure in heart, steadfast in action, unaffected by external comments, and undisturbed by worldly noise. The online game. Dreaming of rivers and lakes is my purest refuge and relaxation amid heavy academic pressure. In that virtual Zhanghu, I am Lu Weiwei, a valiant red-robed female warrior with decisive moves and a free-spirited heart. I never seek sympathy by appearance, never trade coquetry for resources, and never attach myself to powerful players for rankings. All my equipment, points, and rankings are earned entirely through my own persistent dungeon clearing, team battles, and continuous practice. In this highly competitive server, I am one of the few outstanding female players, with steady operation, calm tactics, and clear judgment. I never provoke disputes, yet I never allow myself to be bullied. My Zhanghu journey is simple: fight earnestly, walk openly, and live with a clear conscience. Once, to complete fixed couple quests, I became in-game partners with Zhenshui Wuxiang from my guild. At that time, I was simple-minded, treating the relationship purely as task cooperation without any ambiguous thoughts. I abided by boundaries, communicated politely, and cooperated seriously in every quest. I thought our plain and stable partnership would last peacefully. However, after meeting the more flattering and attention-seeking Xiao Yao, he easily abandoned our long-term companionship and terminated our couple relationship without hesitation. News of our divorce spread across the entire server instantly. Everyone waited to watch my embarrassment, filling the public channel with gossip and ridicule. But I never begged, questioned, or struggled. I have always lived by one principle: walk together if we fit, part peacefully if we do not. There is no need for entanglement or internal friction. Those who cannot cherish sincerity are never worthy of my devotion. Rather than forcing myself into a perfunctory relationship, I prefer the freedom of walking alone. That separation was never a humiliation to me, but a thorough liberation. I once thought I would continue wandering the Zhanghu alone, clearing dungeons and defeating monsters by myself, free and untethered for the rest of my gaming life. Yet I never expected that the gentlest fate would come to me at my most vulnerable and overlooked moment. On the day of Zhenshui Wuxiang's grand wedding with Xiao Yao, the whole server indulged in the lively spectacle, unanimously regarding me as a defeated loser. Just as everyone waited for me to leave in desolation, Yixiao Naihei, the most legendary, unrivaled, and coldest top player on the entire server, suddenly sent me an in-game marriage proposal. I was utterly stunned and confused. I was merely an ordinary newly divorced player with no fame or advantage, while he was the peak existence of the server, supreme in strength and unmatched in reputation. All players were shocked and puzzled, assuming it was mere luck or momentary impulse. But as time went by, I finally understood. Xiao Nai's choice was never sympathy, pity, or fleeting novelty. He had long witnessed my hidden perseverance and earnestness. He saw my dedication in clearing high-difficulty dungeons alone, my calm and decisive performance in team battles, and my magnanimity to hold no grudge after being misunderstood and wronged. He saw through my gentle appearance and perceived my inner independence, sobriety, and unyielding pride. When the whole world mocked and watched my embarrassment, he silently guarded my dignity with the gentlest and most certain gesture. From that moment on, all storms faded from my Jang-hoo, leaving only endless tenderness. I once endured all victories and losses alone, carrying all wind and frost by myself. But after becoming Yi Xiao Naihei's partner, I finally gained a reliable companion walking side by side with me. As the undisputed top player, he possesses perfect tactics, god-tier operation, and eternal calmness, always cold and distant to others in the game. Yet only to me, he is infinitely patient, gentle, and accommodating. He leads me through the hardest secret realms, wins all top honors for me, and reserves the best equipment, most precious resources, and deepest exclusive preference solely for me. Nevertheless, I never become a dependent weakling. I am a tree standing equally beside him, not a vine clinging to his branches. I never slack off because of his protection, nor show off relying on his reputation. I keep practicing, challenging levels, and growing stronger independently. Between Yi Xiao Naihei and me, there is no unilateral attachment, only equal partnership, mutual admiration, and mutual fulfillment. He shines brilliantly, and I glow steadily. He guards my safety, and I never fail our companionship. We accompanied each other day after day in the virtual world, completing quests, participating in tournaments, exploring secret lands, and wandering through the beautiful rivers and mountains of the Jianghu. There were no dramatic misunderstandings, no suspicious struggles, no false temptations between us. Xiaonai's tenderness lies not in empty sweet words, but in reliable responses, fulfilled promises, and long-term stability. Quiet as he is, every word he speaks is sincere. Distant as he appears, his heart is full of tenderness. He respects my personality, tolerates my little tempers, and cherishes every side of me. Quiet, bright, earnest, and clumsy. Gradually, I fell deeply in love with this pure and tacit bond. I trusted our unspoken understanding and cherished our equal and stable companionship. I once thought this was only a beautiful fade across the screen, a gentle adventure in the virtual world that could never land in reality. I never dared to hope that this heartbeat beyond the internet would become the greatest and most perfect luck of my entire youth. I never knew that Yi Xiao Naihei, who guarded me wholeheartedly in the game, was actually Xiao Nai, the most legendary senior student admired by the entire campus of University A. In reality, he is a heaven-blessed genius, standing at the top of the school in academics, talent, and appearance. Outstanding in competitions, proficient in scientific research, calm, wise, and inherently cold and distant, he is the unattainable white moonlight in countless girls' hearts. Yet this dazzling boy had quietly noticed ordinary me long before I knew it. He saw me concentrating on studying in classrooms, focusing on coding in the computer room, smiling brightly in daily life, and fighting steadily and resolutely in the game. He loved me not for a one-sided filter or fleeting infatuation, but for firm confirmation after long observation and thorough understanding. He saw all sides of me and still chose to favor me wholeheartedly and walk firmly towards me. Our fate slowly took root and bloomed gently, stretching from the virtual Jianghu to the real campus. When I first met the real Xiao Nai, I couldn't help feeling nervous and flustered. I truly realized what it means to be gentle yet powerful, sober yet affectionate. He reshaped all my imagination of perfect love, letting me understand that the best relationship is never humble admiration or one-sided dependence, but two outstanding individuals standing side by side, healing and accomplishing each other. There were always trivial rumors around me, questioning my luck and assuming I was climbing high by appearance. But only Xiao Nai and I know the truth. Our love originates from strength, deepens in tacit understanding, and settles in pure character. He admires my independence, magnanimity, self-discipline, and sincerity. I respect his steadiness, tenderness, reliability, and deep affection. We are lovers, comrades, confidants, and the most compatible lifelong partners. I never fear rumors or misunderstandings, nor do I explain deliberately. I firmly believe that true excellence needs no publicity, and true preference needs no showing off. I still study earnestly, live steadily, treat others sincerely, keep my own pace, and stay gentle, firm, bright, and sober. With him, I understand better than ever that gentleness never equals weakness, and excellence never means fighting alone. I can be the bright, gentle, and progressive Bei Weiwei in campus life, and also the valiant, free-spirited Lu Weiwei in the Jianghu. I can devote myself to academic growth in reality and wander freely and brilliantly in the virtual world. I have gained bilateral confidence and stable peace without forced bravado. Our story has no bitter entanglement, no dramatic misunderstanding, no painful struggle. It contains only pure affection, long-term companionship, and mutual growth. We progress together, pursue ideals together, and strive to become better versions of ourselves. He walks into my ordinary life, and I respond to his dazzling brilliance, tolerating, cherishing, and fulfilling each other wholeheartedly. I am infinitely fortunate to have met the gentlest, most sober, and affectionate Xiaonai in the purest days of my youth. He crosses the virtual Jianghu under the moonlight, walks into my real life, warms every year of my youth, and fulfills my entire youthful dream. I have always believed that those who live earnestly will eventually be treated gently by life. I work hard sincerely, treat others magnanimously, walk steadily in the world, and stick to my original heart. So I finally meet the best fate and the most balanced and mutually redemptive love. For the rest of my life, I will remain bright and magnanimous, gentle and sober, passionate about life and unceasing in progress. I will keep growing steadily and improving myself, standing side by side with Xiaonai through every season and every year. I will spend my days with tenderness and my lifetime with sincerity. A gentle smile is enough to captivate the whole city and warm the whole life. I have always thought that the most precious love in the world is never grand and sensational rhetoric, but quiet companionship in ordinary days, consistent tenderness in trivial life, and unswerving company through every stage of growth. Before meeting Xiaonai, I lived a simple and regular life alone. I studied hard, cherished my friendships, and enjoyed my own small world quietly. I was independent and self-sufficient, never craving for someone's salvation, nor longing for vigorous love. I thought my youth would always be calm and plain, moving forward steadily at my own pace, without too many surprises and fluctuations. But Xiaonai walked into my world gently, not breaking my original life track, but adding endless warmth and splendor to my ordinary days. He never asks me to change my personality, never forces me to cater to the worldly standards of perfection, and never restricts my hobbies and freedom. He loves my liveliness and gentleness, appreciates my independence and diligence, and indulges all my trivial little habits and casual tempers. In front of him, I never need to pretend to be perfect, never need to be overly sensible, and never need to disguise my true self. Many people define perfect love as one party sacrificing for the other, or one party infinitely accommodating the other. But after being with Xiaonai, I finally understand that true love is mutual achievement and mutual tolerance. He is the top genius standing at the peak of the campus, with extraordinary talent and far-reaching vision. Yet he is willing to slow down his pace and walk steadily with me. He patiently guides me in professional learning, shares his experience and insights with me, and accompanies me to study and progress together in the tedious computer discipline. He does not pull me to fly high hastily, but accompanies me to take every step steadily and firmly. In daily life, our getting along is warm and plain, full of trivial and touching happiness. We will walk hand in hand on the campus path after class, feel the breeze blowing through the treetops, listen to the rustle of leaves, and talk about trivial campus anecdotes and future expectations. We will sit side by side in the library, quietly studying and working, accompany each other in silence, and spend every quiet and fulfilling afternoon. We will share daily meals, chat about trivial joys in life, and leave all the gentlest and most relaxed moments to each other. He is busy with his entrepreneurial career and academic research, shouldering countless pressures and responsibilities, but he never perfuncts our feelings because of busyness. He always remembers every little preference of mine, responds to every initiative of mine, and arranges his time carefully just to spend more peaceful time with me. No matter how busy and tired he is outside in front of me, he is always the gentle and reliable Xiaonai, soft-tempered and considerate, letting me feel endless sense of security and steadfastness. I have also learned to be more gentle and tolerant because of him. I used to live a single life, only needing to take care of my own mood and life. But now, I will take the initiative to care about his fatigue, understand his pressure, and silently support all his choices and persistence. I will accompany him through the difficult stages of starting a business, cheer for every breakthrough he makes, and share all his joys and achievements. I no longer only pursue my own growth, but take his dreams and future as my own persistence, walking side by side with him towards a brighter distance. There are countless glamorous people in this world, and there are countless passionate and fleeting relationships. Many people's love is impulsive and superficial, fading easily with the passage of time and the emergence of trivial conflicts. But our love is rooted in mutual understanding and appreciation, growing steadily in the precipitation of time. We know each other's strengths and weaknesses, understand each other's persistence and perseverance, and accept each other's imperfections without reservation. He knows that I love the freedom of the virtual Jung-Hoo, so he will accompany me to roam the game world in his spare time, continue to be my most reliable partner in the Jung-Hoo, guard my every battle, and retain our unique tacit understanding across the virtual and real world. I know that he is used to being calm and reserved, not good at expressing emotions, so I understand his deep love hidden in actions, cherish every silent dedication of his, and never ask for exaggerated sweet words and extravagant romance. Facing the curious eyes and discussions from the outside world, we have always been calm and indifferent. We do not need the recognition and praise of outsiders, nor do we need to deliberately show off our affection to prove our love. The happiness between us is hidden in every trivial day, in every silent company, in every mutual accommodation and persistence. True happiness has never been public vanity, but inner steadfastness and satisfaction. I used to worry that the gap between people would become a barrier to feelings, that outstanding people would eventually drift apart with ordinary trivial life. But Xiaonai lets me know that true love can cross all gaps, integrate two independent lives perfectly, and make each other's life more complete and wonderful. He does not make me feel inferior because of his excellence, nor does he make me feel neglected because of his busyness. On the contrary, his existence inspires me to keep working hard and become a better version of myself. I keep polishing my professional ability, enriching my horizons, and growing steadily in my study and life. I maintain my original sincerity and brightness, keep my independent personality and persistent attitude, and never lose myself in love. I always remember that the best relationship is not attachment and dependence, but equality and symbiosis. We are independent individuals, and also the most solid backing of each other. Time passes gently and youth flows slowly in the warm company. From the accidental encounter in the game to the steady companionship in reality, every encounter and every getting along is the best arrangement of fate. I am grateful for the persistence in my youth, for never giving up on myself, for always keeping sincerity and kindness so that I can meet such a perfect and gentle him in the most beautiful years. In the days to come, we will continue to walk hand in hand through the trivialities of life and the storms of growth. We will face all unknown challenges and expectations of the future together, stick to our original heart, keep gentle and firm, grow up together and mature together. I will always keep the bright smile on my face, guard our pure and lasting love with sincerity, and spend every ordinary and precious day with Xiaonai. The Jung-Hoo is vast, and the years are long. The most beautiful encounter in my life is to meet him across the virtual screen and settle down with him in reality. A slight smile meets the whole city's prosperity. A lifetime company fulfills the most perfect youth and the longest years. I often quietly reflect on the journey we have walked together, feeling incredibly blessed by every tiny detail that weaves our love into something timeless and unbreakable. Many people chase dramatic whirlwind romances, believing that intense passion defines true love. But I have come to realize that the most enduring affection grows quietly in the mundane routines of daily life. It is not found in grand gestures or extravagant promises, but in the consistent, quiet care that wraps around every ordinary moment, turning trivial days into precious memories that linger warmly in the heart. As we step further from campus life and gradually walk toward the broader world of adulthood, our bond never fades with the passing of youthful frivolity. Instead, it deepens and matures with every challenge we overcome and every dream we pursue side by side. Xiaonai's entrepreneurial career gradually takes shape, his talents shining brightly in the industry, bringing him greater recognition and heavier responsibilities. He dedicates countless hours to product development, team management, and technological innovation, often staying up late to revise plans and solve technical bottlenecks that stump countless professionals. Yet, no matter how busy or exhausted he becomes, He never lets the pressure of his career overshadow the tenderness he reserves only for me. He will finish his tedious work efficiently just to accompany me for a simple dinner, will put aside his professional discussions to listen to my trivial campus stories, and will soften his sharp, decisive aura that commands respect in the workplace the moment he turns to face me. He never treats our relationship as a trivial pastime amid his busy career, nor does he take my companionship for granted. On the contrary, he cherishes every second we spend together, regarding our ordinary days as the most precious treasure worth guarding wholeheartedly. I also keep moving forward steadily on my own path, never stopping my growth for the sake of love. I delve deeper into computer programming, constantly polishing my coding skills, absorbing professional knowledge relentlessly, and participating in various academic projects and technical competitions. I no longer merely treat my major as a compulsory school subject, but regard it as a lifelong pursuit, just like Xiaonai, who devotes himself to technological entrepreneurship. We both hold firm to our own dreams, never relying on each other's halo to stop progressing, but inspiring one another to climb higher and walk farther. There are times when I encounter technical difficulties that frustrate me, when complicated program errors make me feel irritable and lost, and when academic pressure weighs heavily on my shoulders. In those moments, Xiaonai never offers empty comfort or perfunctory encouragement. He will sit quietly beside me, carefully analyze the problems with his professional vision, guide me to sort out my thoughts step by step, and teach me to solve difficulties with a calm and rigorous attitude. He does not solve all problems for me, but empowers me to become stronger on my own, teaching me to face setbacks bravely and grow independently while enjoying his protection. This is the most precious part of our equal love. We do not hinder each other's growth, but fuel each other's progress. He lets me see the height of persistence and dedication, while I let him feel the warmth and simplicity of ordinary life. He leads me to broaden my horizons and embrace a wider world, while I anchor his restless heart and let him have a warm harbor to return to amid his busy career. In our spare time, we still return to the virtual Zhenghu that brought us together. We log into the game leisurely, complete old quests that we once cherished, wander through the familiar maps, and recall the accidental encounter that changed our entire youth. The game is no longer just a place for relaxation and competition, but a unique memory carrier belonging only to us. It witnesses our initial tacit understanding, our silent companionship, and the germination of a love that crossed the screen and bloomed in reality. We have long outgrown the vanity of game rankings and equipment honors, but we still retain this small habit, because every scene in the game carries the traces of our earliest affection. When we stand side by side in red and white costumes in the virtual Jianghu, it feels as if time has never passed, and the pure heartbeat of youth remains fresh and vivid, just like the first day we chose to accompany each other. As we grow older, we gradually understand the true meaning of commitment and lifelong companionship. Youthful love is always simple and passionate, but long-term love requires tolerance, understanding, and consistent perseverance. We have different personalities and different ways of thinking. I am lively and gentle, fond of trivial warmth and casual freedom, while he is calm and reserved, used to planning everything rigorously and bearing pressure silently. Yet we never force each other to change, but learn to accommodate and integrate with each other in getting along. I learned to be more calm and composed like him, no longer impetuous in the face of trivial matters, and learned to bear pressure quietly when encountering difficulties. He learns to slow down his pace, discover the small warmth in ordinary life, and express his tenderness and thoughts frankly. We polish each other's edges and corners gently, not to blur our unique personalities, but to fit each other better and become more suitable lifelong partners. The outside world still has countless voices and definitions for us. Some people marvel at how perfectly we match. Some people envy our equal and pure love, and some people still hold trivial prejudices and guesses. But we have long been indifferent to external comments. Our love does not need the approval of others, nor does it need to be packaged with gorgeous words and perfect labels. It is rooted in countless days of mutual companionship, accumulated in countless times of mutual tolerance, and settled in the unshakable trust between us. I know clearly that I am no longer the lonely girl who wandered the Zhenghu alone, nor the ordinary college student who was once misunderstood and underestimated. Because of Xiaonai's love and companionship, I become more confident, calm, and powerful. I have my own career pursuit, my own life attitude, and the most solid backing in the world. I can bravely pursue my dreams in my professional field and also can gently guard our ordinary and warm life. Time is the most sincere witness, filtering out impulsive passion and superficial vanity, leaving only the most genuine and lasting affection. From the accidental proposal in the game to the steady companionship in reality, from youthful shyness and strangeness to mature tacit understanding and dependence, every step of our journey is solid and warm. In the days yet to come, we will continue to walk hand in hand through spring, summer, autumn, and winter, through trivial life and brilliant years. We will face all the unknowns and possibilities of the future together, stick to our original sincerity and kindness, keep growing and progressing side by side. I will always be the bright, upright Bai Weiwei who loves life and strives diligently, and he will always be the gentle, powerful Xiao Nai who guards me wholeheartedly. The Jianghu meets mortal life, and fleeting youth settles into lifelong affection. My most fortunate encounter in this life is meeting him. A slight smile conquers the bustling city, and a lifetime of companionship warms every coming year. This pure, equal, and mutually fulfilling love will accompany me through every ordinary day, illuminating my entire life with endless tenderness and light.